Oh, there he is. Yeah.
First cast.
Well, it was about my fourth cast, third or fourth cast. I'm hoping to get out to the Susquehanna River in Bloomsburg and catch some smallmouth bass. The last time I was there with my brother David, they were all over the water, mostly small fish. But where there are small fish on the river, there's got to be one or two bigger ones. And even if all I catch is the smaller fish, I throw them back anyhow. And they're just as much fun to catch. So I did some prep work here. This is a baby bass. And I put a small jig on it. I cut the nose off. I cut the nose off if I'm going to put it on a jig so that it just looks more natural. There would be a ball sticking out at the end of his nose. The other thing too is that before I slipped it on there, I put a little bit of super glue so that he'll stay on there. They come off so easy when a little fish pulls on that right there. And so a little bit of glue. When I put the hooks in, as an example here, I start putting it in here, but I start going at a little bit of an angle like that in the hopes of showing a nice big gap. Now that's not the biggest gap there. I would have liked that gap to be bigger. I didn't quite angle this enough inside of that bait. But you'll see on this one over here, I did. So there's a nice big gap on that bait there. And I should be able to hook the fish a little bit better with that one. I imagine this will still work. But I'm trying. Here's another example. Again, I cut the nose off. I cut the nose off so that ball, that weight sits nice and pretty on the end and it looks more natural. And I managed to get a nice wide gap on there. These swim baits, I'm fairly confident are going to do very well tonight. There's another swim bait. These are little 3-inch and 3.5 inchers. This is a 3.5. That's about 3.5. These are 3 inchers. So all various sizes and colors. These are clear, those are white. I cut the nose off again. I cut the nose off so that they sit just a little bit prettier, a little neater. This sits on there neater. And the glue that I'm putting on there gets it to adhere to that ball more. It's on the shaft and on the ball. And when I say the shaft, I just mean the weighted part of it. These are my little fishy guys, my little stone flies, and that's how I put that guy on there. And that hooked up really nice. I got a nice big gap, and there's a tiny bit of glue. I don't cut the noses off of these because in this case, they sit very nicely. This will drag along the bottom where those little stone cats live. That's a stone cat. Not a color, and I have it in 2 colors, so I'm going to rig one more in this other color and have them in my little box here. Everything I need is in this box. Now some of these baits, this is a crayfish. This one's going to be hooked, and I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I'm going to use it with this sled head, I think it's called, weight. Sled head jig. This will screw into that and hold it on there firmly. And then this will be a weedless rig in that I'm going to take this and put it right through that fish, that crayfish right there. So it sits about like that on there. And the tip will be hidden, but when a nice sized fish bites it, if I start catching any decent sized fish, I'm going to switch to this and drag it along the bottom. And you drag it like this, and crayfish always swim backwards. They do not swim forward. So that's called a crawl poppy. It's made by Yum, and I hope there's occasion to use it tonight. All of these baits that aren't already hooked, I'm going to keep them in these bags because they are scented and they have oils on them, and I don't want them to dry up in here. So just the ones that I plan on using tonight will go over here in my box. The ones I'm going to use that are already rigged and glued and made to be ready. These others, I'm going to put them back in their bags. These bags really hold the scent well. These are really good bags. And They hold that oil, and they keep the oil from drying, and they keep the scent nice and fresh. Because these are very good bags. So I'll put these guys back in there, the ones that I'm not going to use. And then I have this bag that I'm going to take, because pretty much everything I have here will fit very nicely inside of here. So I'm not carrying a bunch of excess stuff. That fits in there, and all these bags will fit in there very nicely. And if for some reason I decide I'm going to wade, which I don't expect to do, it's even better, because this just stays with me. This is a Helgramite. It's actually swimming in oil. There's oil in there in the bag. You can see it right there. It swims in there. I don't want these to dry up, and they have a very powerful scent to them. They smell like sardines or anchovies. Those are two of my favorite smells too. I eat them on my pizzas. So these I'll keep in here, and I won't take one out until I'm ready to use it. But all this stuff fits in here so nicely. I could have 2 of these boxes and all this stuff, but I only need one of these little boxes. And then it zips up real well. So now I'm ready to go. And these little baits are going to kill some fish for me tonight. I hope you're as excited as I am. Swimmy, 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 swimmy. Get over here. I didn't even get in there yet, and you're already catching fishes. Here. Bring them home. Just a little fish. You don't need a net. You know what? You need a net, David. I got like this. All right, David. We'll get a net for your fish. This is about the nicest one you've ever caught. I can't see where he went. Oh, there you go. Venga ese pescadichi. There you go. Pick him up. Get your selfie. That's great.
That guy's beautiful.
It's a beautiful fish. When they're young like that, they're perfect. In front of him. Yeah, that's a dandy. Good job,
That's
David.
on a trout magnet there,
Little tiny trout magnet, yep. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
First cast.
Well, it was about my 4th cast, 3rd or 4th cast. Yeah, I had a feeling about this bank because there was a nice amount of depth to the water. This brake never works on this reel, David. I keep forgetting to tighten it back up. Oh, I don't need no help. Look at that beautiful fish. Boy, he just smacked that. He just smacked that swim bait.
Oh, which one did you use? The white one?
The white swim bait, yeah.
Nice.
It's actually pearl. I have a really white one.
3-inch?
Look at that beauty. 3-inch. Yep. Bye bye, fishy. Boy, as quick as you switched over to spinner bait, huh?
Whoa!
Look at him jumping out of the water. That's nice.
Out of there.
Boy, I wish I had that on film.
Whoa!
I got that on film.
Oh, you do. What's he doing though?
Your pole's all bent. It must be broke. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Bring him here. Let's look at him.
Woo! Yeah! That's how you do it.
That's a nice fish. Oh my goodness.
You got one.
I got a huge one on there. Oh man, it's gonna take 2 people to get the net. Ah, look how he's fighting David. Look at him. It's a nice sized fish. It's not a monster. Holy Toledo, was there a bunch of them or what? They were all right there feeding. And I didn't even get the big one. The big one was huge. Oh, that's a nice fish.
Net?
I'm gonna net him, yeah. Look at him. I've done this once before. Look at him. Oh,
What is that?
that's what a smallmouth starts to look like when they get bigger. The colors and the markings all change. Oh well. Okay, so my swim bait worked.
Wow, nice one, Sammy.
Yeah, he is. He's un dandy.
What are you doing?
That's Spanish for dandy.
Spots.
Yeah, though they get dark, David.
Turn it a little bit, get some light up. Look at that.
Look how he got himself hooked there, boy. He was hungry, aggressive. That's a beautiful fish.
Flying backwards.
Yeah, I know. We were. All we had to do was throw into that school, David. Cast that way. Half of them went that way. Who am I kidding?
There was a bunch of them.
Well, I looked down, there was like 8 of them.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of them. There might have been 8 on each side of us.
Wow, what a wild thing to see.
Yeah. All bass, David.
Looked like a fish tank at Cabela's.
All right, David, this may be a crazy spot here. Never mind that one school. There could be all kinds of singles all around us. Oh, that's a nice big fish, David. That's not a little one. That's a nice big one now.
3 here.
Boy, that's a beautiful fish. That's probably 12
Some
inches.
sun on that.
That's close enough to
Look
keep.
at that.
Yeah. There he is. I got that one.
Got him anyway.
Yep. It's probably the same one. Oh, you jump out the water, fishy. That was fun. All over the camera, too. I like when they pose for the camera. It's just a little one, but boy, they are fun to fight. Oh! Can I have my line back, fishy?
That guy.
Can I have it back? Can I live?
Wow, look at him.
He's fighting hard.
It's crazy.
All righty.
Got the new pole? Nice.
This is this junky pole you got me from Salvation Army.
Nice. Best deals in town. Cost me almost $1.70.
Boy, the fish are really hitting on this crawdaddy. Almost wish I had a smaller one.
Let me see what it looks like.
Well, it's taking it down to the bottom because I've got that weighted hook on there. And it's rigged Texas style. Look at, the legs are all gone from it. They completely ate my bait.
Wow.
They completely destroyed that bait.
Crazy. All those bites you were getting.
I got a lot of bites. I had 3 fish on. 3 fish on here, hard. 2 of them jumped out of the water. All right. Maybe I'll just hook another crawdaddy on there. I got a bunch in my bag. Are biting like crazy in this spot. Look at him jump. Look at him jump. Whoa. You nice fishy. Look at it.
Nice.
That's a dandy fish. That's a pretty fish. I don't care if he jumps off now. He's my fish. I got him. He jumped out. Take it, take it. Oh, I got him. I got him. There's number 5. Whoa!
Number 4.
It's that time of night when they all start by. David caught a little bluegill. He's a very excitable boy. Okay. Oh, that's number 5. Get him in here, Dave. How big is he?
We might need a bigger boat. Whoa! Look at
That's
that
a
guy.
nice size fish.
That's a beautiful
That's a big fish. Nice size. Oh yeah, that's a bigger one. That's a nice fish.
That's a fatty. That's a fatty there,
All
son.
right, don't scare the fish away.
Look at it.
You give the guy a heart attack. We need that fish to go live.
It's off.
Yeah, he's a dandy. Look at him.
It weighs quite a bit.
Yeah, they're
Hold
fat.
on, hold on.
They're fat little fish.
Woo! Had a rest here down here. Look at this. Woo!
Shut up. I'm sorry about that, folks. He's look at the fish just got up right in front of me here. Right in front of me. Oh, you're screwing. Oh, there's 2 of them right in front of me, tearing up the water. 2 of them. You have a fish on, David. Boy, it sure looked like a fish came up and hit it.
No. Oh, you let go.
There was no fish there, David. You caught a weed. Yeah, they're biting like crazy.
Oh my God.
There's a lot more getting away than we're catching because they just hit it and
The wind took it. Look at. See what's happening here?
I see what's happening there. Oh, there was a hit. And there he is again. Oh, good Lord.
Wow.
I didn't even get it in. I got hit twice. Whoa.
Oh, bitch.
Yes, David, I saw it. Everybody saw it.
Oh,
The viewers of
God.
America saw him jump out
Okay,
the water.
I'm at 4 2/2.
4 2/2.
Oh, that was crazy.
We got a lot of halves today.
Did you see that fly?
I did see
That's
it.
probably the biggest one in this river, you know.
Yeah, that's the biggest one in the
See
river,
that
I'm
big
sure
one?
of it.
Whoa!
Dave, you got to start catching these fish.
Ah, my son.
Oh, that's a nice fish, David. Bring him here, bring him here. Whoa, David, don't be beating him up. Poor fishy fish.
Don't throw him out.
Look how beautiful that is. That's a nice
I don't
fish.
even know where my phone went.
That spinner's working real good for David. Now he's got 5 fish.
That's fine.
There you go, Dave. Take a picture with your girlfriend there.
Thank you so much. I mean, not my brain. Woo! 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 Sammy, look at the size of this. Look at the scandalo. Woo! That thing jumped so far out of the water.
I'm sorry I missed that.
Look at this. Look at this pull. Mira. Mira la caña. Is it caña or cana?
I think it's Ghana.
Cana. Look at it. Won't come home. Come to Dave.
There's a rum made in Honduras called Flor de Cana.
Oh, cana. Sugar cane.
Is a cane, yeah. Oh, I'll take a break from fishing and help you here.
This is possibly the biggest one. Oh, look at that.
It's a beautiful fish.
Look how
nice the colors are on him. He has very nice markings. Now get him up here, David. Don't be shy. Oh! Oh, I don't want to lose him for you, so I'm not going to get him tangled up here. They get tangled up and you can lose them. They got to be tired enough. That pole doesn't tire them enough. That's a huge fish, David. That one's huge.
Camera?
The camera's on, David. Try not to make a fool out of yourself
I
there.
was just going to ask, what number is this? It's
That's
number 6, and it's
number
the
6.
biggest one.
Put it closer.
We're using a little tiny spinner. It's about 1/8.
XYZ brand.
And this is the guy right here. This thing weighs about 1.5 pounds.
No.
Look at that thing, maybe 3.
That's a good pound fish, though.
Oh, that thing's freaking 13.5 inches long.
Yeah, he's big enough to keep and eat. But I don't know if you want to do that.
Like every cast.
It's anticipation. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I got one. I got a nice one. I told you a long time ago, Dave, you got to switch to a spinner bait.
Is that what you just switched to?
I just switched to a spinner bait.
Yeah, spinner bait. Nice.
Oh!
Oh, and what's the score?
I get 8 points for that one.
What's the score there, buddy?
I get 10 for that because
I didn't even see that thing.
it's the highest. It was the highest jump yet.
What was that?
He gets the highest score they have in the
You don't
Olympics.
get a high score for carp.
Oh, he was boy. He hit it so hard. Right here, buddy. Oh man, that's a nice fish. That's number 7 for you, dude. Told you they were still out there. You felt them hit more than once, huh?
Yeah.
That's a nice fish. All right. Mr. David has a catfish on. I don't want to cost you a big fish there, David. Nice one there, bud.
Did it again. There's a funky thing after.
Oh, that's a real good picture, yeah. Yeah, let him go. Bye-bye, fishy. There you go.
Thank you.